Hello everyone and welcome to the August edition of The Salem Connection. I'm your host, Casey Duncan, and for the next few minutes, I'll be connecting you to what's happening in your community. Are you ready for a night out on the town, or at least a night out in your neighborhood? Then be a part of this year's National Night Out by organizing or joining a block party near you on Tuesday, August 5th. As part of the annual National Night Out tradition, neighbors from all across the country gather on the first Tuesday in August to celebrate the spirit of community unity against crime. Last year, Salem Streets and Parks hosted 162 National Night Out block parties. So go have a talk with those on your block, and if there's not a plan for a party, there's still time to put one together. Block parties will be happening throughout Salem on August 5th from 6 to 9 p.m. Connect to our website for block party tips and information from the Salem Police Department. Neighborhood associations are a great way to connect with your neighbors and keep in touch with what's happening in your community. In Salem, there are 18 recognized neighborhood associations. We are pleased to celebrate a long tradition of community engagement in Salem. Both the Lansing Neighborhood Association and South Central Area Neighbors, also known as SCAN, celebrated anniversaries on July 23rd. August 1st marks the first anniversary of the South Salem Neighbors and Croix-and-Illahee Neighborhood Association combining into SWAN, or the Southwest Association of Neighbors. On the first day of August, we also commemorate 38 years since the formation of the Highland Neighborhood Association. Councilor Diana Dickey, who has represented the Highland Neighborhood Association for more than 6 years, gives us an up-close and personal glimpse into why she and her neighbors are proud to be a part of Highland.
There's many unique people and places in the Highland neighborhood, and one of my favorites is a hidden gem in North Salem, which is River Road Park. River Road Park was completely redone in 2009 with a new playground, splash pad, basketball courts, tennis. It also has a trail system that overlooks the Willamette River, so there's something for everyone there, and it is just a really unique place to visit if you're in the Highland neighborhood. So Highland is also home to the Oregon School for the Deaf. In 2010, Extreme Home Makeover came to the school to help reconstruct some of its dormitories, and right now it has 120 K-12 students, and it teaches them to be lifelong productive citizens. The school also has Nightmare Factory, which helps haunt Halloween, and it's been doing that for about 20 years, so it's a very fun activity for our residents as well. The Oregon School for the Deaf is also celebrating its 140th anniversary this year. Since it opened in October 2008, Center 50 Plus has been a hub of activity in North Salem. Every day, more than 700 people visit the center to attend one of its many activities, use the wood shop, the fitness center, computer class, one of Chemeketa Community College's many continuing education classes as well. Center 50 Plus also has plenty of space available, so please consider them with your next activity that you need a room.
The next time you pick up a book off the shelf at the library or sit under a tree at a local park, consider that a volunteer likely played a role in providing you with that experience. Each year, more than 3,700 City of Salem volunteers donate their talents and energy and more than 185,000 hours of their time. On September 15th, the City of Salem will honor the spirit of Salem volunteerism at the annual Volunteer Recognition event. If you are aware of an individual or group deserving of special recognition for their volunteer efforts, submit a nomination on their behalf for one of Salem's 10 Outstanding Community Volunteer Awards. Honors will be given to individuals, businesses, and groups who have made significant volunteer contributions and volunteers who have made our community a better place through their long-term service. Submit your volunteer nominations to the City Manager's office by August 18th and make plans now to join us at the September 15th Volunteer Celebration on the Civic Center campus just north of the Salem Public Library. Food service will begin around 5 p.m. and entertainment will be provided by a Salem High School band. The award ceremony honoring our outstanding volunteers and their achievements will begin at 5:30. To learn more about volunteer opportunities in Salem, click on the orange How Do I link on the top left of the city's homepage. Recognizing that Salem is a city with international influence, in 2013, Mayor Anna Peterson created the Mayor's International Council. The council includes community residents of diverse backgrounds and representatives from Salem's sister cities and the Salem Multicultural Institute. The group recommends partnership and educational opportunities to promote awareness of Salem's diverse and international culture. Salem Mayor Anna Peterson shares more about the vision and purpose behind her International Council.
The Mayor's International Council was formed about a year ago to recognize, celebrate, and promote the various cultural organizations and the many diverse individuals that have come from all over the world to live in Salem. We're hoping that through the council, we have an opportunity to learn more about one another, to share that information throughout the community, and create greater understanding and greater acceptance for all cultures. People have moved here from all across the world, and we have so much to learn from them and so much to share with them.
For more information, check out the website or contact the Mayor and City Manager's office at 503-540-2371. There's a lot of activity buzzing in the children's area of the Salem Public Library this summer, and activity levels will be picking up even more heading into the fall. A project to improve restrooms and renovate the children's area will soon be underway. Beginning in September, you'll find children's materials in the Anderson rooms on the first floor of the Salem Public Library as construction is in progress. The improvements to the children's section are expected to be completed by December. For more about the changes in the children's area, we now check in with Library Administrator B.J. Towie.
We found that we're not able to address the fact that school groups want to come in during the week at the same time that we have 8 different story times that we offer for children. And so to address that, we want to add a second story room that will allow us to have a school group in at the same time as our story times are running, or to open it up and have a large group activity in the 2 rooms combined. We're really fortunate because we have 3 library support boards: our Library Foundation, the Library Advisory Board, and the Library Friends have raised all of the money to do the remodel in the children's room. In addition to adding the second story room, we're going to get new carpeting, we're going to be painting, a new children's desk that will be very child-friendly. We're also going to move all of the children's computers around the beautiful etched glass area that we have to give them each a separate spot that will be much more conducive to children having their own computer to use. And one other wonderful piece is artwork that will make each entrance to the children's room, the one on the main floor by the circulation desk, and the one upstairs outside of the children's room entrance on the mezzanine, with trees that have been cut down from the Xena forest, and they've been kiln dried, and a local artist, Kristen Coons, is making ceramic animals that are native Northwest animals that will be part of these trees that will make each entrance just a real magnet and attract children in.
Salem Housing Authority provides safe and affordable rental housing assistance and services to more than 9,000 in our community, including families, seniors, and people needing accessible features or special accommodations. Salem Housing Authority's programs are funded through federal subsidies, grants, and loans. At its Parkway Village property in North Salem, Salem Housing Authority has embarked on a program of renovation and remediation to keep the property safe for its 130 resident families. Nicole Utes of the Salem Housing Authority has more details about this innovative construction project.
This has been a long-awaited project for many of our residents at this complex. Many of them are very excited to return to newly renovated units. They've expressed their appreciation and thanks to the City of Salem, Salem Housing Authority, and everybody involved in this project. So all of our lower floor units are completely visitable, and all new ADA pathways are being installed to access the units. All new windows, all new sheathing, new roofing, all new siding will be installed, as well as new decks. We're completely renovating into an ADA accessible unit, and we're adding the addition of the fire suppression system as we are in this entire building.
Thanks to the voter-approved 2008 Streets and Bridges bond, projects continue throughout the city of Salem to keep Salem moving. In fact, much of the paving work you see around town is a direct result of the Streets and Bridges bond. Due to a favorable bidding environment and careful contract management, the city has been able to do even more to improve street safety, repair sidewalks, relieve congestion, rebuild critical bridges, and pave roads throughout Salem. For more on the impact of these projects in our community, we turn to Public Works Director Peter Fernandez and Assistant City Engineer Brian Martin.
Thanks to the voters passing the bond, we've been able to deliver over 60 projects and actually deliver over $100 million worth of projects thanks to bond premium savings and leverage from other sources. We're delighted that motorists, bicyclists, pedestrians, school children, and the disabled will be able to enjoy these projects for many, many years to come.
So as part of the bond program, 41 projects were actually approved through the process. Some of those projects were approved as large projects and identified in the bond. Some of the safety projects, which are a little bit smaller, missing sidewalks to schools and parks, safety crossings, were actually identified as part of a public outreach process after the bonds were approved. The good news to date is we've got 35 of the 41 projects completed, and we are on schedule and under budget. Some of the major accomplishments the last 5 years have included paving over 12 miles of roadway, widening over 4 miles of arterial streets. We've reconfigured 9 traffic signals. We've included median islands for 11 safety crossings for pedestrians. We have installed sidewalks to missing parks and schools in 13 locations. We've also improved 10 crossings with the Union Pacific Railroad. One of the great things about this bond program is we have a lot of qualified contractors and engineers that are very capable of performing the work. To date, we've awarded over $54 million in projects, and of that $54 million, over $50 million went to local firms. So that's 92% of the contracts awarded actually went to local firms.
That concludes this edition of our show. We thank you for joining us and look forward to again connecting with you and our community next time on The Salem Connection.